Hey y'all, hey, welcome to a very special edition of Mix and Kiki. I have with me my near and dear, my homie, Kasim, aka Swizz Beats.
Zone. I see you. Cheers,
Cheers. Yes.
You ain't lift your
So-
glass up though.
I know. Well, I have to put for the cocktail.
Oh, you gotta
I
make
put
it.
the whole
Okay.
I have to
Okay,
make
okay.
my little cocktail. You're taking yours straight to the head,
Custom.
but I'm actually exactly custom compliments of mi hinta. Mi hinta puts us
Yes.
up with some delicious, very
Shout to
fancy
Lijenta. Beautiful bottles too.
tequila.
I love
The
it.
packaging is so cute.
Yeah.
So
My wife
you
drank
guys-
the whole bottle to herself.
What? Okay, you gonna put her on blast like that?
I mean, it was at the beach. You know, we was at the beach, this little fire pit party. And, you know, that was the drink of choice. So, shout out.
Drink. Shout out. So y'all, me and Swizz have not seen each other since February. I feel like February or
Since
January. Yeah, like literally since the whole pandemic. So it's so good to see your face.
Yes.
I'm so excited to be here, especially on this beautiful occasion of Aperture's Gala.
Amazing.
Amazing. And I have to say, shout out to Aperture, because I think in this time, in this age of, Black Lives Matter, it's really important to acknowledge organizations like Aperture who were always in it, always down to support. So,
Yeah, I agree.
thank you,
Shout out to
Aperture.
Aperture. I can't wait to do a book with you guys. The Aperture Dean Collection book. Let's go.
That's coming. Listen, speak it, make it happen.
We need it.
Speaking of books, though, so Ming is one of the honored artists and guests.
We love Ming.
We're here. We love you, Ming. So she has a book that was just released with Aperture. And then Naomi Rosenblum, who's also being honored. She's the first woman to write about women in photography, which is brilliant. So excited to know about her.
I love that.
But yes. Okay, so in true gala style, I'm going to lift my glass now. So you guys, what we have here is Magenta tequila mixed with pineapple juice and some lime.
Hey.
And it's called the Green Goddess, so you have to make it green. So I'm adding spirulina to it.
Hey. I wish I had somebody over here to do the mix up for me. I'm doing it. I'm doing mine's neat.
You're doing yours straight to the head, which, I mean, why not?
Neat.
All right.
In a wine glass, by the way, because that's just how I feel today.
That's how you feel. I feel like we should always feel like that. That's the mood. The mood
And
is...
you know that Ming is in my wife's skincare commercial.
No.
Showing her natural beauty. Yes.
Yeah, because she is a natural beauty. She's so beautiful, inside and out. Well, okay, cheers to Ming.
Cheers to Ming.
Cheers
the queen,
to Naomi.
The
goddess. Cheers to Naomi. Cheers to us.
Cheers to us.
Cheers to Aperture and all the beautiful people who are watching. Mm-hmm.
Blessings.
Oh my God, this is so good, by the way. This is delicious. So we both have not eaten all day. I haven't eaten. So I don't know, you guys, I don't know where this conversation is going to go, but.
Oh, don't get me in trouble, because you know, my mouth can be crazy sometimes.
We're going to get each other in trouble. So just tell me about what's going on with you. How has life been? How have you been? Well, we've all seen how you've been inspired in these pandemic times. You've been bringing our community together on the interwebs.
It's been blessings, to be able to use your creativity when everything else in the world is cut off, but the creativity is still allowed to flow from creatives, through creatives, and with the people, by the artists, for the artists, with the people. And it's been a very major learning experience, because it was the most time I've had to myself to think and regroup and really understand what I'm doing and what I want to do. The most time I ever spent with my family. And it's just been a real great reset at a horrible time.
Yeah, yeah. That's like the biggest silver lining. That's what I mean, yeah, everyone that I've been talking to like has luckily, very fortunately, I think we've all been blessed to have that perspective that you had where it's like you get to kind of turn inward to really like listen to kind of like what your heart is telling you, right? Like why we're here.
Definitely. You look like a Barclay Hendricks painting right now.
Really? Okay, that's so fun. Okay, I'll take it.
With
I'll
the
take it.
hairstyle, the glasses, the striped shirt.
Okay,
Like
I'm gonna drink to
that's
that.
like a Barclay or a Lynette painting right now. It's pretty fresh. You always stay fresh. It's my Virgo sister, y'all. You know, we're
Okay,
very
no, dude. Okay, first of all, y'all, I am nobody's Virgo. I am not a Virgo.
you have the spirit of a Virgo.
Okay, but are you into astrology like that?
Yes.
Okay, so my moon sign is Virgo, so you're right.
I can tell. See?
How can you tell? Okay.
See?
Okay.
I can
okay,
tell.
okay.
I know that. Go ahead. I'm listening.
But I'm a Gemini all day.
You're a Virgo all day. And we accept the Gemini side, but I'm just telling you from your creative side to everything that you're in it, you're a Virgo. You have Virgo. You have a V on your chest.
I'm a Leo rising too. That's also big. What is your chart? Do you know your rising, your moon, and all that?
I forget most of the times. My mother tells me all the time. But,
listen to your mom.
I'm
That's
triple
important.
Virgo. I'm triple Virgo.
You're triple Virgo?
Virgo.
That's a lot of Virgo. That's why you never sleep. That's why you're like boom, 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 boom. Okay, it makes a lot of sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more. So you've been like mainly on the West Coast this whole time. That's kind of new for you, right? Like, how does that feel?
I've been in between the West Coast and Saudi Arabia, which is weird, right? Like,
yeah.
The Middle East, and I love it. You know, I love the consistency of warm weather.
Yeah.
But I also, you know, I'm never gonna forget my home, which is New York City.
Yeah.
Where I've made with you know, New York City made me, and New York City is strong and New York City is brave. But I just needed a break. You know, I put, you know, over 40 years into New York, you know, so I just wanted something different for my family, wanted something different for myself. You know, it's amazing to go to the beach every day and, you know, watch my black kids surf with their black and brown friends.
I love it.
And, you know, and just experience different things, you know. Where we live, the particular residence has been on my screensaver for 6 years as an inspiration. And, you know, when your screensaver come to life, you know, that's the universe. Especially, you know how we move so fast, remember? We move like, it was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're out.
Yeah,
we're just here and there as well, wherever we need to be. Live on vacation and go to work.
Hey, you need to make I want that as a tote bag.
Yes, see? Live on vacation and go to work. Put that on the Hermes. Let me do the Hermes collaboration right quick. Just for you.
Listen, I'm here for it. That's the motto. Like, you know what I'm realizing too? The pandemic for me has like changed my relationship to like kind of how I used to just completely identify myself like through New York, like live, die New York. New York is like everything. Like I could never see myself outside of the city, which, you know, I love New York, and New York is like kind of cultivated me to be this Barclay Hendricks, you know, painting, whatever that you shouted out.
You.
But, you know, it expanded my perspective, and it's just like what you said, like New York will always be here and will always be connected, but there's so much more, you know?
And the energy gets heavy sometimes, you know, the energy gets heavy sometimes. You know, New York is a very fast place. The energy is heavy. The people are heavy, but that's why it's New York. You know, if you
Yeah.
can make it there, you can make it anywhere. So I made it in New York, so I want to make it a couple other places too.
Exactly. You gotta kind of know when you can kind of like free yourself to just have that, to have that exhale. Like New York is just like one big inhale, like all the time. And then finally, like you leave and you can always come back. And I feel like once you come back, you have that perspective of like, it doesn't always have to be like that really like intense energy all the time.
You know, what I would like to see happen in New York is a resurgence of energy, you know, and a resurgence of discovery, a resurgence of just being outspoken, you know. New York used to always stand out from everywhere else, but the times that we live in, you can't really distinguish. And I feel that this is the time to be able to distinguish because people are paying attention. And this is the time to really speak loud on your creativity and on your dreams. And, you know, when the world is busy, nobody's really paying attention. You know,
Yep.
So this is the perfect time to get people's attention with your creativity. So I recommend all artists be bold, you know, be bold and take your shot, because right now people are paying attention. When the world is fully up, back and running, then you become an afterthought, or, you know, right now they just sitting back in search of something, you know, be that thing that, be the answer to the search.
Yep.
You know,
Okay,
be the
you better
answer to the
stop
search.
dropping quotes, tote bag worthy quotes. So what else? What else, sir?
I'm highly inspired. I feel like I'm just starting, and I'm having fun learning from other people, just watching other people and just learning from other people, because a lot of things that we feel that we need to do, we base it on only ourselves, right? When you could look at somebody else and get the answer that you've been looking for. So sometimes we got to put ourselves secondary to get the 2020 vision on where we're trying to be anyway. And so I've been heavy on the educational front, and I got an idea that's very, very, very good on the educational front, which I just want to develop it. Give me 1 more month to develop it, finish developing it. It's very simple, but less is more. You know, less is more. It's those simple things that we don't really realize that we're missing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I like to play.
Yeah.
I like to play in those spaces where when you sit back, and there's so many things we can sit back and say, you know that we never had this? Like, something so simple as that. Like, and then you do the research on it. Like, wait a minute, we really haven't, you know, we've really done a lot, but we really haven't publicly owned a lot. Right? Because everything was stolen and everything was whatever. But I think
reappropriated. Yeah.
You know the whole thing. But I think now is the time to really aim at those targets that we've been missing and try to hit them. You know, it's like, even if it's 2 things, it don't have to be 100 things. You know, if it's 1, it's great. If it's 2, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
Right? So I just been focusing on low-hanging fruit that feed.
Yeah, and
Constantly.
that's flowy, and that's not complicated. I just feel like a lot of times, like, we're programmed to think that things need to be complicated. Like, you have to be like sweating, and this idea of blood, sweat, and tears, which I don't know. I don't feel like it has to be blood, sweat, and tears anymore. I feel like it really should. You should feel that passion, and that passion is going to compel you to be driven towards your goals, towards your creation, you know, your dreams. But you can enjoy it. Like, the best creation, I think, is like when there's joy behind, like, you know, the production of whatever it is that you're creating.
Yeah, and keep one of these. Keep a pen and keep a pad. just write your dreams down, put them in the universe, write your ideas, cross them out, you know, write a goal list and come back 5 months later and look at your goal list and say, I check this off, I check this needs help. You know what, I was bugging with that, but let me try this. And then you start to understand the cycle of within, because a lot of things pass by so quick, and some people are so talented, they don't even understand their blessings. They don't even understand the pattern that they have.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you try to learn your own pattern, it gets tricky because then you start predicting your own stuff. But naturally, just learn yourself and it's like, okay, I put 10 things on the list, I achieved 7.
Mm-hmm.
Put 10 things on the list, I achieved 6. Put 10 things on the list, I achieved 2. Like, and then grade yourself, like, okay, when I achieved those 7, what was my energy? What was my surroundings? What was I doing right? When I only achieved 1, what did I do wrong? Like, test yourself, because we so quick to grade other people. You know, we got the best.
But don't judge yourself. I think that's important.
Grade and judge is 2 different things. Grade, judge is too much pressure, right? Because that starts to lead to stress, depression. You start judging yourself. I'm not good enough. I'm not that. No, man. You know what? When I woke up earlier, I performed like this. When I did like this, I performed like whatever. Like, you know, it's okay to grade yourself, but don't judge yourself.
Yeah.
Be who you are. Accept who you are.
Spoken like a true Virgo.
As I write notes.
No. Okay, well, sir, before we wrap up, for all of my mixing Kikis, I always like to do a little drinking game.
Uh-oh.
It's very simple. It's just a question. Okay. It's, who would you want to have drinks with, living, that is still with us, and who is no longer with us? So either or. I mean, you can pick both, living or no longer with us.
With us.
Okay, with us. Who?
Because Grace Jones.
Someone picked her before, and
Somebody picked Grace Jones?
Yeah, because she's brilliant, because she's amazing. So now, so now I just made you feel away. So you gotta pick somebody else too.
Okay, so man, I don't know. Oh, okay, Sade.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have to. Would it be drinks or would it be like?
But that's wrong, because I had a drink with Sade already, so that's wrong.
What? Okay, first of all, of course you had a drink with Sade.
Hold on. Who would I want to have a drink with? You know what I want? You know who I would want to have a drink with? I would want to have a drink with a person that's living, that's made it from nothing into something, and only their family know about that. I would want to drink with that person. I don't know who that person is.
Oh, okay, you describe it. Oh.
Yeah. I would want to drink with a person that really worked hard and overcame whatever their vices was, overcame whatever their problems was, and fixed it, and didn't use that as an excuse to stay in the hole or to stay, you know, with an addiction, or didn't use that as an excuse to not take care of their family, but use it as a level to level up and overcame that situation. I would like to sit and have a cheers with that person for understanding that sky is not the limit, it's just a view. From a person that made it from nothing into something. Cheers to that person. I want to sit with that person.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Yeah, well, so you had me go deep.
That's very deep.
You know, once you took my options on the table, I gotta go into the.
Okay.
You know, so cheers to them.
Cheers to them.
Yes.
So, okay, mine isn't going to be that deep. This may be a repeat. So y'all, if you've heard me say this before, but I think it bears repeating. I would want to have a drink with this person who unfortunately is no longer with us on this plane, but I like to think of people as always being with us. So this person, Larry Levan, rest in peace. Producer, DJ, brilliant resident at the late Paradise Garage, old school New York. So I would have drinks with him just selfishly so I can dig up in his crate, play some tunes with him, and just like get all that Paradise Garage energy into my veins.
I love that. Well then, I'm gonna change my person then.
Okay.
Since you went musical, so
Okay.
I would want to have a drink with Fela Kuti
Mm.
at the Shrine
Yes.
in Lagos.
What would the drink be?
Whatever he said to drink. I'm not, whatever he said to drink was we drink. I'm not drinking no blood.
That's a good answer. Okay, first of all, who is drinking blood? Not drinking no blood.
I'm joking.
I know, you're crazy. Yeah, okay, that's a very good one. That's a very
Cheers to
good
my
one.
brother, Fela,
Cheers.
Femi, the whole Kuti family.
Yeah.
20 years as a fan plus. 20 years plus as a fan to the Kuti family.
Yeah. They're
This is
magical.
inspired by James Brown as well. So
Yep.
James Brown, cheers.
James Brown too. Yeah, maybe we want a drink with James too.
Might get a little wicked.
I know, that would get wicked. All right, sir. Well, I love you dearly.
Yes, thank you.
And I'm so happy
I got
we
big
did
news.
this.
I got big news to talk to you off the air with.
I know, I can't wait. So don't hop off. Don't hop off. Okay. But we're still talking to an
but
audience.
before we leave, I'm sorry, I'm taking over your show. This is very
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would like to once again give blessings to my sister Ming for being ultra light beam.
Yeah.
I produced that song, by the way. But yes, so being an ultra light beam, I would love the Dean Collection one day to be one of the biggest private collectors of your work. Miss Ming, if you're hearing me, and preserve it, and just be a great representative because it's very rare that women photographers get celebrated. Ming has been at the top of the charge for a long time, many years, remained humble, remained graceful, remained creative. I mean, she came to every Just Because party at the Dean Estate in Jersey. And just seeing her in our presence was just a blessing, and it still is a blessing. And I'm happy we're giving her flowers. Matter of fact, we're giving her a garden. Let's stop just giving flowers. Let's give people gardens that deserve it. Right?
I love that.
Many of trees, many of blessings. Let's give Ming and all of the creative queens out there their gardens. So I just wanted to say that.
Respect. We love you, Ming. Naomi, we love you too.
Naomi.
We haven't had the pleasure of meeting Naomi, but you know what, Naomi, you wrote women into the history books, of photography and gave that acknowledgement. So we love you both dearly. We love you, Aperture. Everyone who's watching, thank you for your energy. Thank you for being here with us. And until next time, cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Boop, boop, boop.
Boop.